Run. Here we are! I told you I was gonna do it, man. But anyway, guys, what's up with y'all? Got another hot topic tonight. Another hot topic. It's not as much gaming news today as it was last week, but we got a couple of hot topics that we're gonna dig into today. PS 4.5 is confirmed, and news, rumors, continuously still getting them, and just it's just so many damn NX rooms. Like people they will suck somebody's dick to get some more rumors. That's just how it is. People are hyped for rumors.
Your mic's fucked again.
These are not NX rumors. These are NX fairy tales. Don't call it rumors.
What's going on? My mic is fucked up.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Hold on. No, I fucked up my intro. Let me try this. All right, how about now?
There you go.
Okay, I don't know. I turned my blue snowball off, so I'm using my webcam microphone. So it is what it is, man. But anyway, guys, got some topics to get to tonight. The PS 4.5 and Sony's fucking up their fan base, and I really don't see many videos them touching upon this situation about them alienating their fan base. You got more people hyping up the PS 4.5 instead of criticizing Sony for this shit they're about to do. Am I for it? I'm for upgrading the console, but this has to go either way, because whenever Microsoft thought about upgrading the Xbox One, people was bashing them. Like now PS4 wants to do it. Now all of a sudden it's a hot topic. Everybody wants it now. So I don't understand. But with the Xbox One, I know Phil Spencer came out and he mentioned that that he wants to upgrade the console without people going out and spending their hard-earned money, and spend like another $400 or $500 more dollars on another console. Instead, we're just gonna upgrade the console, spend maybe a couple $100. That's basically what I'm thinking. And with the PS 4.5, people gotta go out and spend another $400 to $500 for possibly a 4K system. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna touch upon that. We'll touch upon the NX, and we're gonna probably go bust some ponies while we here. They're right, Alex. Let's go bust some ponies.
That's right.
But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into our introduction. Let's go and start with you, Alex.
What's going on, people? ActivesiN here, once again part of the Real Gamers Real Talk podcast, where we're going to talk about some real topics with some real folks. We're obviously going to dig into these goddamn ponies. Sony's out on a rampage to fuck 40 million people right in their ass. Xbox is possibly going to let you upgrade your console, and NX rumors on the way. A lot of good shit to talk about.
All right, you deserve a hand clap for that, man. Come on. There we go. All right, let's go to you, Gamer Nick.
I'm not so sure I can top that, so I'm gonna say hi, everybody. How you doing tonight?
Exciting.
All right, let's go, Coach. You sing, Gamer.
What's going on, people? You already know who it is. I'm Gamer here, back again. Real Gamers Podcast, Real Talk. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Am I the one who thinks that King's gonna fall asleep at one point during this podcast?
My shit's tripping. Had a little delay in it, but anyway, let's go to you, Old Dirty.
Yeah, what's up, people? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dirty, and I am trying everything for that 4.5.
Already. Last but not least, it's gonna go to Retro Bro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Glad to be on here tonight. Got some real interesting topics to talk about, and I plan to weigh in.
Already. All right, guys. We got to dig in on these topics, and it's pretty much confirmed about the VR coming out the later part of this year, and this is probably why Sony is trying to push this PS 4.5 while the momentum is still there. And like I say, I don't see enough people coming out and telling Sony like, why not just upgrade the console? Why we gotta go and buy another console? Basically, you telling all of the 40 million people that purchased a PlayStation 4 to go and buy another PlayStation 4, in which it's fucked up. Hopefully, some of these retailers, GameStop, Walmart, Best Buy, whoever, Target, and hopefully they got some kind of deal with them and tell and let us know what the people that bought a PS4 tell them, like, if you bought a PS4 already, trade yours in and you could get at least $200 or $300, something like that. Well, I pretty much doubt that, but if they don't do that, give these current consumers some kind of good deal to trade up to get a newer PS4. Yeah, I think that's some shady ass bullshit, man. Alex, what do you think about it, man?
Okay, so first, let me just make this very clear. I'm not against the idea of having a better console. I am against the idea of how Sony is doing it. I don't think it's right that they want you to go out and buy a brand new console to essentially fulfill the promises they had made with the PS4. Now, if they were to be able to upgrade the current PS4 with like a USB plug to give it extra processor or whatever the fuck they want to do to make it stronger, that would be cool, because you don't have to you don't have to remove your existing product. You can just add to it. I think that's better. But what they're trying to do right now is, it's kind of shady, because they sold you the idea of power with the PlayStation 4. They told you this console is going to give you 1080p, blah blah blah, all this shit, and they can't do it for the most part. So now they want you to buy a new console, and it's fucking bullshit. And it's not even like they're hurting, because they've sold 40 million of these things already. And now they just want you to be like, oh, well, too bad, go buy this one instead. Like, it's terrible. It's really, it's the most anti-consumer thing I've ever seen. And nobody's talking about it, and I don't understand why, other than the fact that it's Sony. And it's just wrong.
Yep, that is true. Like I said, if it was Microsoft, actually it was Microsoft when they talked about it. Or
yeah, like Microsoft, Phil Spencer kind of came out and he gave the idea that possibly they're going to let you upgrade your Xbox One, and people jumped down his throat. They went crazy on him because, like, oh, whatever, blah blah blah, Xbox, you're gonna make us spend more money. But then that's giving you an upgrade to your existing console versus Sony, who's saying fuck your PS4, buy this one instead, and everyone's just okay with it.
Yep, that's what I've been saying about this generation. A whole bunch of biasness going on in this industry, man. Like I say, if I see bullshit on either side, from Xbox, Nintendo, Sony, whatever, I'm going to come out and I'm going to address it. Like I said a while ago, Alex, I don't have no issue of upgrading my console. You have to be upfront with me. You have to be upfront with me with this shit.
Right.
Not side stories, man. Like, these consoles barely been out for 2 years, 2.5 years. This coming up holiday is going to be 3 years. And basically, we about to get another console. Well, if you're a Sony guy, if you got a PS4, you're going to get another console. But on the Xbox side, if Sony is going to do it, then I'm pretty sure Microsoft, they're going to do it. They have to do it, because they already falling behind by 20 million. They have to do it in order to compete and try to catch up. But like I say, man, it's stupid. It really is stupid. And I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of the consumers is pretty much pissed off about this news. And the current people that's buying the PS4 right now, they're gonna have to basically see what the hell's going on before they even buy one, because later on this year they can wind up gonna have to buy another one. Just to be honest. But,
yeah, like if you're looking to get a PS4 soon, I would suggest waiting till E3 to see what's going on first.
I pretty much doubt it. Because they still killing the charts. I saw they updated the charts on the VZ charts, even though it's not accurate, but they still selling like 300,000 consoles per week. They is kicking the shit.
Yeah, because that's the normal person doesn't even realize this thing is coming. They're just gonna buy a PS4 and they're gonna think they got the newest one. Then one day they're gonna realize, what the fuck is this thing? They're gonna see a PS4.5 in Walmart or whatever else they go, and they'll be like, I thought I had the newest one. And then they're gonna realize that they don't even have the product that they thought they had in the first place.
Yep, and this right here might hurt Sony, not this generation, but next generation, because the people that's buying the PS4 right now, or the 40 million that already bought it, they're gonna probably be like, know what? I'm gonna wait until whenever the PS5 come out. I'm gonna wait till the PS5.5 come out, because they feel that they're gonna do the exact same shit.
Right.
So, they basically, I won't say Sony is pulling the Sega, because Sega, they basically you upgrading your hardware, you put an attachment on it. It's basically what Phil Spencer is suggesting that we might kind of do the same route, go the same route what Sega did, just adding the, maybe like you said a while ago, some kind of USB port, some kind of USB, put it in the Xbox to give it maybe extra processing power, GPU, whatever, all that bullshit, and like I say, everybody was shitting on them, and like I don't have an issue. I do not have an issue with that. Like I said, you got to be upfront with me. And if I said, if I was a Sony guy, Sony fan, or a PlayStation 4 owner, I would be really, really pissed off. Speaking of a PlayStation 4 owner, TheVideoGamHer, how do you feel about it?
Well, as I've said before, there really isn't anything more that I can say about this. I have a PlayStation 4. I'm happy with the PlayStation 4 for the most part. I don't care about increased graphics in the PlayStation 4 or any of these consoles because the games are pretty enough as they are. I'm not a PC gamer. I'm not a graphics whore. I do like good-looking games, and they are good-looking enough. Once the frame rate is solid and the shit doesn't look like it comes from the 80s or something, it doesn't look like, you heard how you had 3 people in the garage to make it. The frame rate drops to like 10 or something regularly and makes the experience unplayable, then I do not really care. 2, the PlayStation 4.5, 4K, whatever the hell you want to call it. The only reason I can see for them doing this, as I mentioned before, is they're preparing for either a competition with probably what Nintendo is doing, or they're trying to step up to the PC market, or they're trying to step up to what Xbox might be doing, or the more likely thing is that it's all about VR. The enhanced GPU, the enhanced CPU, the stronger system. It's all because the PlayStation 4, the base unit, is not strong enough for VR. And VR, for some reason, for one reason or the next, is being treated like it's the next big thing. Personally, being a complete hater of gimmicks, I hope it goes away sooner rather than later. But that seems to me to be the reason. And finally, thirdly, just a little bit of a pet peeve from my end for the people talking about, oh, well, PS4K, I guess there goes my reason to buy a PlayStation 4. And this goes for all systems. Xbox does something or doesn't do something. Nintendo does something or doesn't do something. Oh, well, there goes my reason to buy an Xbox One. Oh, there goes my reason to buy a Wii U. Shut up, you broke ass. You have no money. Because if you were going to buy this thing, you would have it already. So shut up. We are 3 and almost 4 years, respectively, from these 3 consoles launching. So I think if you had plans to get it, you would have already had it. Stop making excuses. Go get a job. Or stop smoking crack and wasting your money or something like that. Stop having kids. I don't know what's using up your resources.
Oh, damn.
Back to the money is. You're broke. You're making excuses. Stop it.
Get in his ass, man. Get in his ass.
We really need a shots fired sound effects. Like they do on the Breakfast Club, Power 105.
Yeah.
We'll figure something, man. I do need to come up with something like that. That'd be funny as hell. Go ahead, Zay. Let me cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's really it. I'm just really tired of these broke ass bitches out here and or prejudiced people out here who just keep on making a billion excuses, talking about something they're never gonna get because they're either too poor or they just don't care enough, but they want to fill our ears with all this garbage. Bro, get it or don't get it. Shut up about it either way.
Damn, man. Getting their asses ain't you. What about you out there? What do you feel about? I know you own all 3 consoles. What do you feel about? You're gonna have to. Well, you don't have to. Upgrade your console this, later on this year. And of course, Zen made a good point about the VR is pretty much confirmed coming out later this year. So that's probably why they're coming out with PS4, PS4.5 because the PS4 probably ain't strong enough. What do you think?
I mean, for something like that, man, this is, to me, I got questions about this 4.5. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Is it 4K gaming or is it 1080p gaming? Like, what is it? Because if it's 4K gaming, them games about to go up in price. Because last generation, I remember EA stating that they wanted in the PS3 and 360 era that they wanted games to go up $10, $69.99. But for some reason, it didn't happen. A lot of developers didn't go that way because they were saying it was, with HD gaming, and the amount of things they want to do is expensive. So you mean to tell me you jumping from 900p to 4K with this 4.5 and prices is not going to go up on these games? And then you got to think about what fucking hard drive is they going to put in there, because you know how big a game is that's in 4K compared to 900p that we installing already on our hard drive. So that thing got to come with at least 3 terabyte hard drive if we still going to be installing games. Like, these are the questions I want people to answer, and people are just overlooking and just thinking about power. Power. Oh man, it's got more power. Oh, it got more power. I don't give a fuck how much power it got. Like, it's just certain things I want to know. What is the reason of putting this thing out for? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's weird that they want to do this all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Nintendo did something like this, all shit would have went to hell.
Yeah, it's not, just to clarify for you, it's not for 4K gaming. The hardware is so you can get 1080p 60 frames on on games coming out, and it'll kind of natively upscale it to if your TV's 4K, but we're not actually getting 4K games.
Okay, because
see, that makes sense.
4K, and I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, for 400 for a console that's gonna do 4K for 400, that's dirt cheap. Something got to be
they
wrong.
can't do it. No, not for that price.
Hey, how's my mic? Everybody in the chat, whoever, is my mic working fine now? Just let me know. Is my mic still messing up, y'all?
No, it's okay now.
Okay. All
But
right.
for existing games that are already out, it won't increase the frame rate or anything. It might look a little prettier, but it's not going to improve existing games. It will be for future games.
So basically, there's really no because the way the rumors that I'm hearing that they're talking about is that they're supposed to be a 4K Blu-ray player, okay, and they supposed to the upcoming future games is supposed to operate on this whole new power that the 4.5 has, but you can still buy these same games and play it on the low end Sony, and you're going to see a graphical difference. I want to know, what leap is this? Is this going to be some type of giant leap between the PS2 and PS3 that I will notice, that I'll be like, you know what? Maybe I should just go ahead and just trade this in
It'd
and get
probably
the new
be
one.
like the difference between a PS3 and a PS4.
Okay, so it's just going to be slightly enhanced.
See, like, the thing is, just to answer your question, Sony is banking on a gimmick, kind of like Zen Gamer said. Like, you just said the key word. It's gonna be a 4K Blu-ray, which means that you're gonna be able to stream like TV shows and movies and stuff like that in 4K. But the games aren't actually gonna be in 4K. Kind of like ActivesiN said, they're gonna be 1080p and hopefully running 60 frames like the original PS4 should have did.
The original promise.
Because there's no way to do 4K at that price point.
No way.
As someone that has a 4K PC right now, it's like 1,000 and change if you do like a regular desktop. But if you want to do a laptop like me, you're paying almost 2,000. So it's definitely not going to be 4K for the games. There's no way to do it at that price.
I just came from Best Buy a while ago, right before this podcast, and I saw an Alienware laptop for $1,700, and of course it supports 4K gaming. So ain't no way in hell we're gonna buy a $400 console and play 4K games, because if we do, then a whole bunch of PC gamers gonna get pissed off.
Not just that, but Sony, the company for PlayStation, would die at that price point. Like,
right, they'd be losing a lot of money on each one.
Yeah, so I don't see it. And if we do got some kind of 4K gaming experience, whatever, in the future, these games, it's gonna minimum be probably maybe $100. I'm just being honest. That $60, that's too damn cheap on 4K game. Just being honest. Go ahead, Retro Ball. I don't think I got to you. Matter of fact, Dirt, are you finished?
Yeah, basically I'm finished, man. It was just certain things, man. I'm just trying to understand with this console, because it's like, people keep talking about power and it's going to have, the graphics is going to be better. I'm like, who said this generation graphics was ugly? Like, I don't get it. Like, these are some nice looking graphics we have. I'm not looking for anything, beyond heavens. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I knew when this generation we was going into, it wasn't going to be a giant leap. these games look nice. Like, who is telling Sony and developers that, hey, you know what, these games do not look good. You need to come out with a new machine and keep it in, 1080p. I don't. That's what I'm trying to understand. That's all.
Well, probably a lot of people complain because they feel that the way technology is progressing right now. Uh-oh.
I think a lot of it is
Uh-oh.
to do with the fact that.
Hold on, y'all.
What's wrong?
What happened?
What happened?
What's happening?
I think he's dying.
I think his computer froze or something. Well, anyways, I think a lot of what's going on with like the rumors of PS4.5 and upgrading Xbox is that this is kind of the first time we've run into this problem where PC is affordable and they're outpacing consoles by a huge margin. This didn't used to happen. It used to be consoles were ahead of PC and were way more affordable, but it's not like that anymore. So Sony and Microsoft are under a lot more pressure to kind of keep their consoles a little more up to date as to do what developers want to do, because otherwise it's like they can make a game on PC and then on the console side it's like 30% is good. Like, is that what we're gonna run into if we keep these same consoles? And like,
Shit. My computer fucking crashed on me, man. I'm on my phone right now.
man, your computer is not having a good time today.
No, it is not having a good time, man. I'm so fucking pissed off, man. But yeah, just keep it going. I'll be on my phone.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, I think that's why we're seeing the kind of things that we're seeing now, is because PC is just, it's a lot more affordable now than it used to be, and it's getting a lot more user-friendly, and I think Microsoft and Sony are starting to get a little scared of PC. And that's why you see Microsoft making more of a push for PC so they can get to that market before they completely lose it. And Sony, they pride themselves on being the most powerful console, and they're scared of the NX, and they're possibly scared of Xbox upgrading or whatever the fuck it is, so they need to do stuff like this. And it sucks for the consumers who bought a PS4 under the impression that it was the most powerful console, and now it clearly is not.
Yeah, I guess like I was saying a while ago before my computer fucked up on me. Like I say, the way technology is progressing with everything, and I'm on my cell phone right now, and cell phones easy to do 1080p. It's just not with cell phones, TVs, everything. Like, it upgrades every year. Consoles upgrade every 5 to 6, maybe 10 years on. I guess with the PS2, they've been out for 10 years, but like I said, like, I guess a lot of gamers they spend about $400 or $500 for this console, and cell phones like $400 to $500, maybe sometimes $700, and they upgrade every year. That's probably why a lot of people has been complaining about that, because they want the best, and they go spend all this money. They want better looking stuff. People spend $700 on the phone. They want a better looking cell phone the very next year, whenever maybe the iPhone 8 or whatever. I mean, the Note. What's the now? Note 4 or 5? I don't know. What is
Note 5 and S7.
Oh, okay. So probably another 6 months from now, we're gonna have another Note, another S,
Note 6
8,
will come
whatever.
out soon.
I lost count. I don't even keep up no more. I'm done. But that's probably why, because a lot of people they looking at 4K gaming on the PC. A lot of people, of course, you got the PC elitists, making fun of us because they call us the peasantry console gamers, whatever. But I would like to have a little taste of that. It don't necessarily have to be 4K gaming. Just give us, if they could give us a solid 1080p, 60 frames per second, locked, I would be a happy gamer. I don't need all that. I'm not no graphics or just like Old Dirty said a while ago. Just give me that and I would be happy, man. And as far as upgrading the consoles, I don't mind, but they have to let us know ahead of time. Maybe at E3, whenever they showcasing the new system, tell them that every other year, every 3 years, your console's going to get an upgrade. So y'all don't have to continuously and buy new consoles. That's basically what I'm saying. So I don't know. I'm for it, but then again, they could have came about it earlier, to make us more informed instead of doing this last minute shit. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the way they went about it is very shady.
Yeah, it is. Especially Sony. I know you hate Sony so badly, so everything Sony does, you pretty much hate it, right, Alex?
Not everything, but this, yes.
Retro Bro, did you go? Yeah.
Not yet.
Go ahead.
Like me, there's definitely a lot of questions that should have been answered. Like, for one thing, hypothetically, let's say if they did do 4K, since they barely do 1080p, there's no way 4K would run that well on
It'd
consoles
be like
right now.
4K and
And,
11 frames per second.
exactly. And the reason I say that is because, like, even on PC right now, if you're running 4K on a laptop and not a desktop, you hurt on frame speed. Like, the frame speed isn't bad, but it is reduced. Like, me, for example, for a laptop, I can't do 60 frames in 4K, but I can still do 45, which is decent. But my point is, if that's what I'm getting off a laptop, you're definitely going to get slower than that on a console with 4K. And then, like, the biggest issue I see right now, personally, is that we talked about this offline before we started the podcast, and I was talking about how gaming is a lot more casual now. And to casual gamers, they kind of just play for fun and they take their time. So when it comes to frame rates and stuff that makes the gameplay better, they don't really care because in their eyes, better graphics is better than better frame rate, which is completely
It's
wrong.
backwards.
But that's fine with them.
Yeah.
Because even with cell phones and stuff, like I got like a lot of little cousins and stuff like that, and like they came over and I had my Wii U ready. Like, okay, they came over 2 years ago, and the games I had on PC was too hard. I got some Nintendo games like Mario Kart and stuff, and this will be easy for them. They played 10 minutes and went right back to their tablets. And that's like a lot of what you see. Like everybody wants just like casual, better graphics, relaxed stuff. Like what's that game name on Sony? The horror movie game?
Until Dawn.
Yeah, Until
Dawn.
Dawn.
Yeah.
It looks amazing, but I would never buy it because it's boring. There's barely any gameplay. On the other hand, my cousin, who's the same age as me, he was like, "Oh, this looks dope." He's like, "These graphics are amazing, and it plays out like a movie." And I was like, "That's exactly why I don't want it because the game plays out too much like a movie with not enough of me actively doing anything." And I feel like that's just what people want right now. So with the 4.5, I understand the idea of why Sony's doing it.
Hang on. We're off air.
What?
We're off air.
Oh. What the hell was that
What
noise?
the hell is that?
Man, now Real Gamer's phone's fucking up? Oh my god.
Hold on. We up there?
Yeah, we're off air.
Oh, I swear to God.
Mine is still going, but I'm on OBS, but...
Oh, keep going.
Yeah.
So should I continue or?
Yeah, you can go. Mine's still
Yeah,
streaming.
go for it. Okay, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, like that's a lot of the stuff that people want. So from a marketing standpoint, it makes sense for Sony to do it. But I don't like the way they're packaging the deal together because to the common consumer that knows nothing about specs or upgrades,
Oh
they're
my god,
gonna
what is
think,
that noise?
What was that?
What is this?
I don't know what that is.
Jesus,
Oh, yeah.
Real Gamer, you got like a fucking poltergeist in your house? What the hell?
Okay. Okay, I see
Oh,
what's
let me
going
talk
on.
Oh my god, somebody please mute him.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You gotta leave the call from one end, dude, because you're doing a quick loop. Your shit is echoing through your own shit, so.
That's me.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought
there
I
we go.
hung up on my phone. That's what happened. Hold on, I'm about to hang up.
Yeah, there we go. It's fixed now.
Damn, I done fucked up this podcast thanks to me, huh?
But,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Just keep going. Just keep it going.
But
You
yeah,
might be
like
a real gamer, but you're not a real podcaster.
Oh,
Oh,
shots fired.
my fucking computer's fucking up on me today for some reason. Don't know why.
Oh, but yeah, like the way they're packaging it is just wrong because to the average consumer, they're gonna feel like from the way it sounds that they're actually getting 4K gaming when really it's just 4K for watching movies and stuff. Like they're not explaining it enough in detail for them. I mean, you know, we're smarter than the average consumer, so we all understand that, but they're not gonna get the big picture from the way it's being advertised.
See, that's what I was talking about because I had someone tell me that it was 4K gaming. I'm like, are you sure? Because I'm like, $400, that's cheap for 4K gaming. And I'm like, if they're gonna do the same way like they doing these consoles now, we're gonna need like a 3-4 terabyte hard drive, and these games gonna be humongous in 4K if we install it. It's gonna take 4 times the time to install it.
Yeah.
Exactly. The average gamer doesn't understand the value of hardware. So to them, you can give any price point and they'll be like, okay, that's cool, but you got to understand how expensive the pieces are for that.
Right. It's just crazy how people would rather have like pretty graphics than a game that actually runs well.
Yep.
Yeah, like to me, in my personal opinion, I think what would make consoles better, instead of trying to do better graphics each year, do better frame rates, because honestly, there's a lot of people on PC that really don't have high-end graphics, but they have high-end frame rates. Like I know plenty of people that play indie games and stuff, but they're running like 120 frames per second, even though some of them are only in 720. But I mean, with that frame speed, you can't complain.
Right.
Let's say you're playing competitive with League of Legends, 120 frames versus the dude that can only run 60. You're running circles around them.
Oh, okay. Is that everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before we touch up on the NX news, anybody else has to add on this PS 4.5 crap?
Did everyone have a turn?
Really?
I think so, but you know how we roll. Y'all know how we roll. We will go on.
No.
I don't think Nick went.
Oh shit, my bad, Nick. My bad, dog. I forgot. I didn't try to do you like that. It was an accident. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Damn, I thought I was on the Poppy 2K podcast getting ignored all the time.
Oh.
Oh, that's fucked up. Damn.
The more I think about it, the more I think, like, because I think people are afraid that when this thing comes out, like, they're going to make games that are going to work exclusively for this system, and if you have an older PS4, you're not going to be able to play them at all. I kind of think that's not the case. I don't think there's going to be any specially made games for this system. It's just every game's going to have the ability to upgrade to be upscaled to 4K. Now, the reason why I think this is because I was talking to an actual Sony rep a few days ago, and they were telling me about the PlayStation VR, and they're saying it works with your games not specifically made for virtual reality. Now, while it's not going to give you the virtual reality experience, it's going to give you the experience of, like, if you have the thing on while playing this game, you'll get like this surrounding thing in your visuals. Like, you can play the game normally, it's like kind of up close and in your face, and have like a more around you kind of thing without the actual like virtual reality experience. But you still have like that kind of bit of immersive experience. And that's kind of what makes me think that the whole like 4K thing is just going to be an upscale and not really an actual 4K, like specially made 4K game.
Oh, okay. Is that all you got? You got on that, man?
Yeah, pretty much. So we'll see how that goes when it comes out.
Oh, okay. I guess that's all we got on there. Like, Sony once again fucked over their consumers and people who don't have an issue with it. But when it comes to Microsoft, I ain't trying to sound like no fanboy. You know, people have problems.
Let's just call a spade a spade. When it's Nintendo or Microsoft, it's a problem. When Sony does it, it's okay.
Yeah,
Sunshine and rainbows, clip clop, nay nay, pony pony every day.
What the fuck? Anyway, let's go to the next subject. Nintendo NX rumors. I know y'all are excited to talk about these damn rumors. Very excited. But we got some more details. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Lots of details. It was so much details I don't even remember all of them. So if anybody can help me out about a lot of these so-called games and some Mario, some 3D Mario game supposed to be coming out. I think it's supposed to be a launch title and all that. And so allegedly, the name of the NX is Nintendo Reach. That's what I heard. And they said it's going to be slightly more powerful than the PS4. I don't know how many times I got to hear that. It's more powerful than PS4. It's in between Xbox and PS4. I don't know how many times I got to hear that. But they said it's going to be a standard controller, Animal Crossing games in development, basically a lot of the shit that we want Nintendo to do with the Wii U. We getting that with the NX. And like I said, hopefully Nintendo fix these problems and and actually listen to us consumers for once. But Alex, what you think about these rumors that we just got? I know I didn't mention all of it. If there is some more that I missed, go ahead and say it out.
I only like glanced through the stuff because I'm like so overloaded on NX rumors at this point. I can't even know which one's coming from which end and who's saying what. But so what are they calling it? What's the name of the console they're saying?
The Nintendo Reach, I
The
believe.
Reach? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be the name. That kind of sounds like a weird console name. But being more powerful than PS4, like honestly, it should be because it's coming out 3 years after the PS4. It definitely should be more powerful. So hopefully that's true. And I don't know. There's just so much NX stuff going on. Every time a rumor comes out, they're all fake. But this one comes with like from a supposed developer, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm a AAA developer and I have the NX kit. Is it one of those rumors? Because I can't remember which rumor this is.
Gosh, the hell if I know. Anybody know?
Just one of the many fairy tales circling on the internet right now about the Nintendo non-existent.
No, that's
That's what the NX is for right now. It's called NX because it's non-existent. It's not a thing yet.
It's just called the Nintendo
I don't know about
Extreme.
the name, but I do know about another one that was on it Reddit or VG charts or wherever. This might be the same one. I don't know. I lose count.
What are some of the details, real gamers? So just like let us know what's going on with this thing first.
With the details, I'm gonna have to pull it up, man. I thought some of y'all might have known because I'm not really too familiar with all these rumors. I've been glancing a little bit just like you, but I'm not that kind of channel that I get so fucking hyped with rumors. I would, like I ain't mention nobody's name, but a lot of these rumors sounds interesting. A lot of them sound promising.
They always sound promising and cool, and it's like it's what you want to hear.
Yeah,
but then they always get disproven. It's just like I'm so kind of tired of this shit.
Yeah,
like I think is this the
goodness.
one where they said Nintendo's gonna have a direct sometime in April?
Guess what I heard?
Yeah.
In April.
Oh, that might have been the one that I read out to you guys the other day. But in other news, going back to VG charts to trying to find a thing, I just came across a pretty decent discovery. The Wii U is at 13 million sold officially. Yay!
Wow, that should have been at 13 million 3 years ago.
All right, let's.
Pokken actually boosted the Wii U sales a bit in
Yeah,
Japan.
Pokken helped a lot, surprisingly.
That game is the truth.
It's a good game.
So
Yeah,
it looks like whose prediction was it that the Wii U lifetime sales would cap out at 15 mil? Looks like it might make it.
probably so. That's what I'm thinking. Shit might be less than that because NX it has to be. I know it's coming out this year, so whenever the NX comes out, I pretty much doubt Nintendo will sell another million Wii U's. I doubt it, to be honest. But anyway, did I go to you, Nick? I know I missed you a while ago. Did I go to Nick about this NX crap?
No, I pretty much said what I had to say. Like, basically it's all fairy tales, bullshit, and things people are pulling out of their asses. They're making stuff up, and it's not a thing yet. So until I hear actual word from Nintendo, to me it's all bullshit. I don't care who comes out and says, "Oh, I work for this, I work for that." You don't work for shit. You work for Burger King or some shit like that, and you're acting like
Yeah, let me try and find this thing. I want to know what rumors you're
You're going to
talking about.
online school for game developing. Yeah, you're a source.
That's all we hear is from sources. We need to hear from
Sources,
Nintendo.
but I can't reveal my source, or they'll get fired.
Never know, man. Like I said, it's kind of hard to trust and believe these rumors because everybody could have sworn that fake ass controller was real. Everybody was all fucking worried. Of course, you got the fanboys was fucking. Hey, I'll say fanboys for the first time. Hey,
Right.
fanboys were praising Nintendo for
Fanboys.
that.
I got it.
They was praising Nintendo for that crappy ass controller. They was trying to find
You
some
gotta
kind of
keep
reason
it on
to
the
love
side then.
it. Yeah. So anyway,
Give me a second.
anybody found that article yet?
Yeah, Zen's got it.
Yep. I got it.
Okay, yeah, put that bad one on this. Screen share
Remember-
for it.
Okay, there we go.
Remember,
Okay.
Yeah, screen share for us.
Let me take
ViewTech USA put that video saying, "Oh, we were all brilliantly trolled by this." I was like, "I wasn't. The fuck are you talking about?"
Nintendo,
Okay, there it is.
Nintendo.
So,
Okay.
Okay, so the NX uses an ARM architecture. It is a little more powerful than the PlayStation 4. Any game that runs on the PlayStation 4 will run on the NX with ease. That said, porting is a little harder than a simple copy-paste job because the NX is on ARM rather than x86. Oh my god, I hope that's not true. Most modern engines are flexible and incompatible between 86 and ARM, so it doesn't make a whole lot of effort to get games running. The NX apparently uses 8 gigs of DDR5 RAM.
DDR.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
GDDR5.
He's important.
Yeah, whatever. It's the same shit the PlayStation's got. The developer did say that a substantial amount of this could end up being reserved for the OS, like the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or even the Wii U. The developer kit comes with 1 terabyte hard drive on board. The developer pointed out that this could just be for developer version, however, and that the final consumer version may not necessarily ship with that much storage. Either way, it'll be more than 32 gigs. The controller, the leaker pointed out that the recent leaks were very obviously fake. That said, he did credit them for getting some stuff right. For instance, the entire controller surface is a screen, and the shoulder buttons are scroll wheels that can be clicked, like the patent showed. With that out of the way, the leaked controller's most controversial elements, the oval shape, the touch-only controls, are all false. The NX controller seems to be a rectangle in shape and has a physical D-pad, physical shoulder buttons and triggers, physical face buttons, and 2 full-blown analog sticks as opposed to nubs or sliders. The controller has no physical start or select buttons. These show up as a touch button. On the controller, it has a physical home button. The controller surface is a screen, and the screen circles around them. Screen circles around the buttons, but not the analog sticks. Their bases are opaque. It's an exciting piece of tech which allows for persistent second screen functionality, as opposed to remote play streaming, like the Vita, I guess. Comparisons were drawn to the Dreamcast or second screen play apps on smartphones. That said, while remote play is no longer the selling point, it's definitely possible. Some really exciting applications come in the form of dragging icons under the physical buttons on the controller and remapping their functions in that way. The controller has a camera of its own, but possibly no speakers. It does have a headphone jack. The controller has a gyroscope and an accelerometer, bringing it on par with the motion functionality of the PlayStation Vita or the DualShock 4 or Nintendo's own 3DS and gamepad. The touchscreen is capacitive, not resistive like on the DS, 3DS, and Wii U. Hopefully that is true. This controller is an independent unit with specs on par with a mid-tier smartphone. It has micro SD functionality. The screen on the controller is 1080p. The controller battery life is unknown. The controller seems to be according to the developer. There's no NX handheld. It seems to be a gangland myth. The NX controller does not seem to be getting many independent games of its own, though, so it can get a second screen apps, smaller mini games. Okay, blah 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 blah. So admittedly, all of this sounds too good to be true. If these rumors are true, then the NX is a traditional console, more powerful than the PS4, with a mostly normal controller without much in the way of gimmicks. It has easy compatibility with Xbox One and PS4 for porting, 8 gigs of GDDR5, terabyte of storage. It uses discs, not cartridges, and it's set for a 2017 release. Although the developer here did acknowledge that it could easily be December 2016. There you go.
It has to be. It has to be this coming holiday because if they talking about next year, then yeah, Nintendo is basically shooting themselves in the foot again because we can't go another year without no games. We barely even have games right now as we speak, and we just got Pokemon tournament. A couple weeks later, we about to have Star Fox, and after that, what? What else? I can't think of nothing besides that shitty ass Shin Megami Tensei. I don't even know the name of that game.
Yeah, there's that game, and there's Star Fox comes out next month, and then there's Zelda. That's kind of it for the big games.
Yeah, but we already know that Zelda's gonna be ported over
Yeah,
to the
Zelda's
NX.
definitely gonna be on the
Yeah,
NX.
because of Nintendo, if they basically just have it on the Wii U only, they're stupid as hell. But then again, they done a lot of stupid shit. Wouldn't even surprise me if they leave it on the Wii U. A lot of these fanboys, they I don't know how many times I say fanboys, but I guess I just can't help myself.
Fanboys.
Fanboys. But anyway, a lot of these folks, they just want the Zelda game for the Wii U to stay on the Wii U and have Nintendo just develop.
I hear a
another
lot of like
separate
stupid reasoning
Zelda
for
game.
that. Like when you ask people why do you want this to be on the Wii U only, it's like, well, I deserve it because I'm a Wii U owner and I waited this long. But it's just like you did get it.
It's
It's not like you wouldn't get the game.
Even on a dying console, the thing barely got 13. That's not saying much because it's been out this year. This coming up holiday is going to be 4 years. 4 years. Yes, this coming up holiday is going to be 4 years after it's been released in 2012. And if Nintendo actually wanted to profit that game really bad, they got to do what they did Twilight Princess. They got
that's what I expect to happen, and we'll get a Twilight Princess situation.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. And like I said, it's poor business practice if Nintendo do that, and it's really stupid if they wait till 2017 because a lot of people still, they still won't. I guess us as the consumers, we want to know when this game's coming out. It has to come out this year. It has to come out this year. Because there's no games. Like as us being Nintendo, fans, we want games, and we don't know what Nintendo got in store. And of course, we got E3 coming up in a couple more months, and it'll be kind of stupid if Nintendo show more Wii U games. Matter of fact, I don't mind if they show Wii U games, but as long as it's getting ported over to the NX, I'll be fine. But if they come talking about another year of Wii U games and no mention of the NX, then that's they digging themselves a nerdy grave to get out this console market. It's just stupid.
I had a question about that. All right, check it out. Okay, now we know that they don't have many games. However, 2017 I still feel like is a little bit more ideal for them, and I think a way that may mitigate it, though a lot of people won't agree with this, is the Nintendo eShop. Reason being is because I was on there today and I noticed that they're slowly putting more classic games that people want. So even if the Wii U wasn't necessarily developing more games, what if they added more classic games that people wanted? Like, I don't know, let's say for GameCube, I like Skies Arcadia Legends. So they add
So
that.
you're saying hold out till 2017, fill the gaps with remasters.
Pretty much. Remasters this whole entire time, hell.
Yeah, they could have been filling it with remasters like in the past 3 years. Like we know it only takes them 6 months because they told us Wind Waker HD only took them 6 months to do. But yet we get games like Mario Tennis that was terrible, and then Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, which was like I don't even know where to begin with that game, but like those should have never happened. Like they should have just got a little more remaster games.
Everyone hates that game. Even Obi-Wan and Etika hated it. And when those two don't hype a game is bad.
You're both wrong. Everybody didn't hate that game, and Alex, you shouldn't know where to start with that game. How about with the fact that it's not a game? It's not a game. It's an advertisement, a long advertisement for Amiibo.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that one is not great. Definitely, though. I think that might be the worst Wii U game. I think
Which
so.
one?
The Animal Crossing Amiibo, whatever.
Oh yeah, that was the most gimmicky ass game I've ever seen, man.
Yeah,
ever since Nintendo introduced us to those damn Amiibos, I don't have no issue with it. But yes, that showed that they basically cared more about the Amiibos than actually getting us fucking games to play.
But definitely, a bunch of GameCube remasters would have been perfect, I think, because they don't take too long and they would have filled the gaps at least.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
Smash Bros. Melee HD.
Not Smash Bros. They have a new Smash Bros. To sell you, but like older games, like maybe Luigi's Mansion or something.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
If they do a remaster of Smash Brothers, then I would love if they do it on the NX because Melee is probably the best one out of the series. That's what everybody say. I'm not even sure
I
if
would
they
be
make
like surprised if the NX doesn't launch with Smash 4.
5.
it. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me neither.
No, I mean the current Smash, like getting ported over to NX.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can get like
okay.
Smash Brothers Complete Edition or something.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind buying it. Hell, I ain't got a Wii U now because it got stolen, so I don't mind buying it again. Shit. Anyway, did we get to Nick? Yeah, we got to Nick. What about you, Zen?
What are you talking about primarily? NX?
The NX rumor.
Okay. This is rumor number what? 20, 30, 40? I don't know.
Wow, you can't even keep count
40,
anymore.
20, 30,
Another
40,000?
day, another rumor.
I can't even. It's about to get really bad tomorrow, given what tomorrow is.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Don't believe anything tomorrow.
Don't believe anything tomorrow. Don't be a fool.
But remember, last year on that day, Nintendo had a direct.
Which we knew about prior to the day itself, so don't be a fool. But anyway, as far as these rumors are concerned, this one that was just read out for you guys, that has to be the best one that I've heard so far. The 1 terabyte, that's nice. The RAM and all that power, that's nice. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it's a different operating system entirely, which I don't see why they would do that. Lesser focus on the second screen nonsense. That's nice. I have a TV. I don't want to play on this small thing. Get real. Handhelds are probably for you. Maybe mobile. Maybe tablet gaming or something like that. But if you're buying a $300-400 gaming device just to play on the damn controller, you might have some financial problems that you need to deal with prior to buying a console. Just an opinion. Don't hate it. So that's good. Get rid of that nonsense. We don't need that. Use it where applicable, but don't force it. Don't do anything like that. That's really good. Everything I heard so far in this rumor is pretty good. Physical buttons, that's awesome. The oval shape was a rumor. It was nonsense. The rectangular shape sounds like the Wii U gamepad. Hopefully it's a little bit smaller and not as big. I think that just might about be it. I have no problems with this particular rumor set, with the exception of games. I hope the launch lineup is good. They get some form of third party. Maybe that fabled fourth party from the other day. And yeah, that's just about. I mean, what can I say, man? We have been through this like a million times over again. My channel doesn't. None of our channels start with the letter O, so we don't profess in this stuff. So I don't know what there is to say. I hope this one is real. If it isn't, well, c'est la vie, so it is. And we'll just wait for the next rumor, or we'll just wait for whatever it is. The bottom line is Nintendo has a lot to prove to their core fan base that has been trickling away from them. They have a lot to prove to these people. Get them back. Oh, by the way, Alex, when it comes to the name of the console, you said the Nintendo Reach sounds stupid, and that's exactly why it's the name. Because it sounds stupid.
Well, I understand why they would call it that, because they're trying to reach new people, like with cell phones and computers. It's all linked together. Like, I get it. It makes sense. It just sounds stupid.
Yeah, Wii U sounded stupid. Wii sounded stupid. To an extension, GameCube sounded stupid.
Like, at this
N64
point, the
was stupid.
Nintendo NX is like the greatest name, and they should just keep that name.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
They should have kept that.
They have a pretty long history of stupid names. The last name that made absolute sense, in my opinion, was the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, which said exactly what it is.
Somebody in the comment section said something really good there. It's like, can you imagine how many rumors are going to pop up tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep. So
That's why you can't believe anything tomorrow.
It is what it is. The weirdest name you can possibly think of that name and then apply it. It's probably the name. All we know.
You mean the Nintendo Station 4?
It's probably it probably is the Nintendo Reach, and instead of the word Reach, it's RII or some crap like that. So Nintendo doesn't know how to name their console. They have failed that particular test for like the last 4 generations in a row, in my opinion. So it is what it is. It's a generation of stupid names. We have the Xbox One. We already had an
It's a dumb
Xbox
name.
One.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. They just, what can I say? So,
They should
where
have
did
just
the
kept
name this thing go?
Like the Wii
like
U had the perfect
um,
opportunity to just be called the NES HD.
Could have
It
been.
would have been their first HD console. Nintendo Entertainment System HD would have been perfect.
Could
yeah,
have
yeah.
been. I mean,
No, Nintendo.
Nintendo is a.
And then
They're
the
very
new one could have been the Super Nintendo Entertainment System HD.
Super Famicom
Yeah.
Advance.
Is Nintendo's very family friendly, very kid friendly, kiddie, if you will. I just find it really funny that nobody since the inception, since we heard the name Wii for the first time, nobody really thought that it would be kind of wrong or weird to have kids running around saying, "I'm gonna go play with my Wii."
Oh wow. Yeah,
No.
right.
What if NX stands for something really stupid like Nintendo Extreme?
Or Nintendo Cross.
Probably is.
They just
That's yeah.
The commercial's gonna look like it was created for Mountain Dew.
Just
That's
like
what I'm-
it'll be like Reggie coming in on a mountain bike going over a jump. It'll be extreme, and then that's the whole commercial.
That's one of the topics. When it comes to marketing, I know no one from Nintendo's gonna listen to this or whatever, or is listening to this, but let's assume it gets to their ears somehow. No more dubstep color scores, please. That shit was terrible. Doots, doots, doots by the Wii U. Is that what? No. Get away from that. That didn't work. Please, it was terrible. It didn't convey anything that the console was about, in my opinion. Just get back to the good old days of we would like to play with you. Stupid name, but it worked because
Yo,
those
I'm not gonna lie. On the low, Reggie is my favorite character. I'm cracking up when he does come.
Reggie's like a living meme.
Simplicity. Go the Apple route. Apple doesn't tell you why you need to buy their
You
next
just
thing.
know that you do.
You just know that you do.
They
just
don't
show it
sell
to
you a
in
product. They sell you a lifestyle.
Yeah, pretty much. And the plain white screen, it's the product. There's some really soothing kind of space pop music in the background, and then it just shows you the name of the thing and the price. Go get it. You know you want. So go to Apple route. Simplicity, smoothness, sexiness, if you will. Curb appeal.
Make Nintendo white again.
All right. Then we get you Old Dirty.
I don't really have too much to say on the rumors. I hear them; they sound nice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just waiting for Nintendo. And I'm just waiting on a couple of franchises they need to just bring to the NX, and one of them is Rave Raid. They needs to bring that back.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Okay, is that all you got?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Retro Bro?
I honestly think this is a big elaborate stream for April Fool's Day in advance, personally. But I will say that one thing I noticed with all the rumors that I do agree with, I'm pretty sure that the NX will be more powerful than the PS4. But I don't think more powerful is defined by higher level of graphics. I think it's going to be defined by better frame rate. That's something a lot of people aren't considering. More powerful doesn't have to be better graphics. It can be a stronger processor, which means a better frame rate.
Right.
But other than that, that's all I got.
Oh, really? Huh. We ain't really got much to say about this. But man, that's basically. I don't really have anything else to talk about because that was basically it. Is there okay? Okay, I guess we can talk about this little topic. Okay, I saw a Player Essence video yesterday, and it got me wanting to talk about this. I think I might have mentioned it in my podcast maybe a few weeks ago, but with Nintendo supporting their 3DS a lot more than the Wii U, and of course the kind of game that the 3DS is getting is a lot better than the Wii U. Like for instance, the Kirby Triple Deluxe, that was a really good game. It'd be nice if it was on the Wii U.
Right.
And of course we got a fucking 3DS game in HD on the Wii U. That game belongs on the handheld. And this new Kirby game, anybody remember the name of it? It looks really good. It looks really fun.
Kirby Robobot, something like that.
That game looks fun.
Yeah, that game looks good.
Why Nintendo couldn't put it on the fucking Wii U? Like, we getting games that we don't want on a $300 console. For instance, Amiibo Festival we mentioned a while ago. A lot of people want a real Animal Crossing game. Like Nintendo keep doing these questionable business decisions. This is the main reason why nobody's buying their Wii U. Metro Prime Federation Force, for an example. We so used to a regular standard Metroid game for our consoles, and we didn't get one, but the 3DS get a Metroid a game. What? I don't, Texas, it's not even fucking Metroid. I don't know what the shit. I don't know what the fuck that shit is, man. They just
I can
basically
only
told
imagine the backlash if Federation Force was an actual Wii U
honestly,
game.
if they would
Oh
have named that
man.
game something else and if they took Metroid
Think
off
it's
the
bad
title,
now?
this is a Federation Force, I think it wouldn't even got no backlash. The reason why I got backlash because the Metroid fan base is pissed off because they did not experience a Metroid game on their console for the first time. Well, I won't say the first time because I don't think
The
the
N64 didn't have one.
Nintendo 64 did not get one. But of course, around that time, a lot of fans was kind of pissed off around that time. But the GameCube had per game Metro Prime 1 and 2. The Wii got Metro Prime 3 and the M, and the Wii U gets shit. And you would think the Wii U would get something since it's pretty much dry and no third-party support. So you would think Nintendo would actually try to spit out more games for this Wii U. I even said it a long time ago. I even said it last year. If they would have given us more remasters, I would have been more satisfied because I need something to play. So I had to go and play games on my other console, my Xbox One, to keep me occupied, keep me busy. But honestly, if I had more Nintendo games to play, I would be gaming on that more because I'm a huge Nintendo fan. I love their franchise, I love their games. It'd be nice if we have multiple Zelda games and not no rehash Zelda. I'm sick of these rehashes, to be honest, man. And there was an article a few days ago about there was like 8 different Zelda games that were released after the announcement of the Zelda U. Like that doesn't even make sense. But we still don't know what's coming out. It's possibly coming out this coming up holidays. If the next coming out this holiday, then it's pretty much a done deal. It's coming out this holiday. But yeah, Nintendo they should have gave us more remasters. They should have basically ported over some of those 3DS games and put it in HD to fill some of those gaps. That's basically what I'm coming from. And maybe it'll be more satisfied consumers. Maybe it'll be a lot less videos coming from me. But let's go and start you guys. What do you think about this? Matter of fact, I did a video a few weeks ago about Nintendo treat the Wii U consumers like second class citizens. What do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to say otherwise. Like you don't get that many games on the Wii U, and it's obviously because the install base isn't there, and the 3DS install base is like 50 million. Of course, they're gonna get more games, but the only issue is like with the Wii U is like the games that we're getting aren't at the highest quality that they normally should be. You know what I mean? With like again with that Mario Tennis and the Amiibo Festival, like those games shouldn't really be there. Even that Kirby game, the Wii U got was like a really mediocre Kirby game. But the 3DS got two. Well, it has one really good one, and the new one that's coming out looks really good too. It's like if you're not gonna give the console a nice steady stream of games, at least the ones that are coming out should be extremely high quality. And that's always been like a big issue with the Wii U. It's like if they had filled the gaps with remasters, that would be awesome because at least it gives you something in between. Because obviously third parties they jump ship really early.
Oh, okay. That's all you got on that.
Yep.
Okay, I guess as we going down this our little thoughts and opinions about this. If anybody in the chat got any questions, just let us know. We will answer it whenever we finish with a segment. Let's go to Gamer Nick. What do you think? If Nintendo would have basically gave us more games or poured over some of those 3DS games put on the Wii U, would it be a less bickering?
Yeah. There's no other way to answer that question than yeah. Would seem kind of obvious at this point.
Yeah. Is that it?
I mean, there were a lot of games that I actually enjoyed on the Wii, the original Wii, and I thought maybe they'd continue some of those games on the Wii U, and that didn't really happen, so it's kind of where it fell short for me. Because, like I said before, I mean, hey, I'm glad I got a Xenoblade sequel, but I also liked the last story, and I was kind of hoping that would get some kind of sequel or some new installment in the series. I know it'd be a long ass stretch to request this, but maybe No More Heroes 3 might have been kind of fun. Although I wouldn't really expect
Didn't the devs say some crazy shit like it'll be 20 years before you get another one?
He was like, when the game first, like when the Wii U was first announced with the gamepad, he had some interest in what to do with it, but I think that was just like a passing comment he said, and nothing ever came for that. So I don't know, or some other game that was like in that series, but I don't know. And they're like Mirror Monster the Demon Blade. That would have been a cool game to get another game from them. Maybe not so much like a sequel, but another game like you got Dragons. What was the name on the PS3?
Blue Dragon? No, that's
Dragon Crown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did Dragon Crown too, and that'd be a cool to get a game like that on like the Wii or something. But none of that shit happened. And their virtual console is way less than it was on the.
Is very underutilized.
On the Wii, you got like Sega, Super Nintendo, Genesis. You got arcade games. They had actual fucking arcade games you could download. And it's like
that's the
none of
difference
that.
when you have 100 million install versus around 12, 13. So.
And no GameCube either. Because I wanted Skies of Arcadia Legends. I was looking for that today.
Yeah, I think like
Right.
missing out on
Or-
a lot of the
well,
GameCube stuff was a
Skies
big,
of Arcadia
big missed
sequel.
opportunity.
Oh, okay. I guess before we get to Zen, we got a couple of questions in the chat. And, well, Alex, this is your channel. You go ahead and read what they said.
Okay, I don't know which one you're looking at here. Let me see.
We got one said, do you think the Nintendo NX will support 3DS games?
Yeah, hopefully. Like that's the whole idea. That was always the biggest issue with the Wii U is they weren't as friendly to third parties as they could have been, and then they jumped ship early. Like the NX, like that is a huge thing they should have learned from the Wii U. So I hope they would have learned that lesson and made it easy for these guys, and kind of work out ways to get them to stay on board this time, because they obviously need them.
Well, do I think it's going to support 3DS games? I'm not sure if it's going to support 3DS games because pretty soon they about to hang it up on 3DS support. So.
Oh, I thought you were talking about third-party games. For 3DS games, I don't think it's going to run 3DS
he said
games.
3DS. He said 3DS. He said, do you think Nintendo NX will support 3DS games?
No, it won't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, pretty soon we're going to get an announcement, with this next handheld. But whatever the handheld is, hopefully it
that
will
would
support
probably
it.
run 3DS games, but
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't
we
think the
got another
NX is
question,
going to have anything to do with Wii U or 3DS.
Oh, okay. Well, this question came from GU King of Heart. Appreciate you for comment. Got another question from Dave J. Should backwards compatibility on the NX be optional purchase or forced? Anybody want to take that?
I'm
I'll
kind
take
of.
that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, backwards compatibility is a good thing, but there's been a lot of numbers that show that a lot of people really don't go back to play older games. So the whole virtual console setup that they have now is kind of better, because now it's like if they're going to spend a lot of time trying to support it, then people can just pay for the older games. And I know from a consumer point that really sounds backwards, but again, if a lot of people aren't playing their older games, then it's like, why should they waste the time to do it? And it's funny because I remember I used to be a big advocate for backwards compatibility. It's one of the reasons I like the PS2 the most. But sometimes I'll dabble and I'll play like some older games on my PC and I'll never finish them. And the truth is, a lot of them are dated to like the technology and what we're accustomed to in gaming today. So it's like, if you really want to play it that bad, you can just pay to get it on the virtual console. But to just make free backwards compatibility for a bunch of people that aren't going to use it, that's a lot of time, money, and resources they're wasting. That's just my opinion on it.
Oh, okay. I guess before we get back to the question, let's go and move on. What do you think, Gamer, about Nintendo treating the Wii U consumers like second-class citizens? Like 3DS get all the cool games, get the nice Kirby games. Those games are actually fun because I played Triple Deluxe. It's really fun. But we get Rainbow Curse, that shit. People want Animal Crossing, but we get the Medieval Festival shit. We want Metroid, get no Metroid, but of course, at least 3DS owns get some kind of Metroid game. Like, what do you think, man?
Well, as far as that is concerned, yeah, we were treated like second-class citizens, and I no longer have a Wii U of my free will. No, not trying to show shots at you. But I mean, yeah, I didn't like the Wii U experience. At the end of the day, there were a few gems, but not too much of it really made it worth it. And one of the things that annoyed me, that really pissed me off, was despite owning a 3DS, man, despite owning a 3DS, why is it that the older system? Well, I know why, but it was just completely unfair. The install base, but it was completely unfair that you would pay more, you would have a fairly more capable system than the 3DS, but it just seemed like they weren't even willing to try, because I'm fairly certain that had they put on some of the games that they downported to the 3DS, they upported a few that were exclusive to 3DS, that maybe the Wii U's situation wouldn't be nearly as dire. You wouldn't have 22-month or 20-month droughts. You'd have things ready to go to fill in those spaces. Um, it just, the entire thing was frustrating. It really was, and I hope that chapter of a Nintendo console owner's lifetime, whatever, career, whatever you want, whatever you want, where do you want to use, is over. But I don't see people, putting up with that again, like a second time. It's not gonna happen. It definitely isn't gonna happen, because it's the first time that it happened. You see, I can't even say it was the install base, because among Nintendo handhelds, the 3DS has one of the lower or lowest install bases thus far. I mean, we're talking about the DS, which is up over 100 million, right? Easy. So, and the Game Boy and everything that came before it. So, it can't even be blamed on the install base of the handheld for the reason why the handheld is getting more games, presumably, than the console. And then the console games getting downported to the handheld. This is the first generation I'm willing to say that had ever happened. So, that's just another sign of a change in culture and business strategy or whatever within the walls over at Nintendo. And as a consumer, I don't very much like it. As a fan, I hate it. So we'll see where it goes from there. And no, it was very stupid. It's very unfortunate that had to happen. Going back to your thing about Federation Force, it even if that game was on the Wii, even if it was on the Wii, something tells me that it would not have been that by virtue alone of it being on the Wii U, the developers having access to what the Wii U can do, as opposed to what the 3DS is limited by, that the game in general would have, one, looked better, would have, two, probably been treated as a more traditional Metroid game. It probably would have still had Blast Ball in there as a mini game, but in general, it would not have been whatever experience they're going after. That cannot in any way be quantified as a Metroid experience. I think by virtue of it being on the Wii U, that alone would have changed what the game was going to be, or whatever. But it is what it is on that. To repeat what I said, was it last week or the week before? I just can't wait for this nonsense to be over. I spoke with my wallet. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore, Nintendo. I'm going to sell this console, despite paying for it previously. But I know myself. I probably would have caved and gotten Xenoblade and all these other games that would have come out towards the end of the life cycle. So to prevent that from happening, I put a $300 wall between me and those other games. But I'm not a mouth murderer. If you don't know what that statement means, it's something that we say here. People who kill via mouth, they talk about killing. They're the biggest gangsters. Ain't never done shit. Mouth murderers. They just talk about doing something, but they never do it. They talk about doing it and do the exact opposite. I try
We
not
just
to
call them bitches in the States.
So I try not to do that. And since I know my weakness as a gamer, that I would have still caved and gotten Mario Maker, I'd have gotten Xenoblade, I'd have gotten all of that. I'm like, you know what? To hell with this generation Nintendo, to hell with the Wii U, I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to put as big a paywall between me and the rest of your experiences this generation as I can. And that's the only way I know I will stick to my word of voting with my wallet. And that's what I did. I hope I don't have to do it again. So, we'll see.
Oh, okay. What about you, O'Dirty? What do you think about this situation? 3DS get all the cool games, we can get shit. On exception, Smash and Mario Kart 8 and Bayonetta 2.
I mean, it is kind of odd that the 3DS does get better games, a lot of games more than the Wii U. I guess Nintendo treats the 3DS as as the best child. You know what I'm saying? It's like developers, they love going to the 3DS, but they don't like going to the Wii U for some odd reason. And I think I mean, it's a nice system. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a graphics whore. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a good looking game. You know what I'm saying? With some fun gameplay story if you can, and I have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? And I thought the Wii U was actually going to be you know that system. You know what I'm saying? That I was just going to buy damn near every third party game for. You know what I'm saying? And it turned out it wasn't. So hopefully the NX man can change things around. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking um forward towards the game that's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I can get my wave race. I can get my uh, I'm about to say Star Fox, F Zero, and I hope Nintendo just actually go to third party and just grab up some exclusives. You know what I'm saying? To go tell Capcom to fund Beautiful Joe for Capcom. Make a Beautiful Joe 3 exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Get a true Resident Evil, you know what I'm saying, exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Games like that, you know what I'm saying, that Sony and Microsoft is not thinking about getting. And those were games that I love playing. You know what I'm saying, back in the day on the GameCube and stuff like that. So Nintendo just got to go back and get some of those, good exclusives and just make them, bring them home to the NX because it's like third party. They forget about certain games like that. People still want to play some of those games. I don't always want to play a shooting game. You know.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Is that all you got on that?
Yeah.
All right, I guess before we get to Retro Bro, let's go ahead and get back to the chat. And the chat has been active. I really appreciate y'all guys for keep chatting, keep asking questions, and everything. Okay, let me find this dude's question. He said, this coming from GU King of Heart. Do you think Wii U will have some games in 2017, but cross games for the NX? I think I think it will because I remember I'm not sure if it was either Reggie Fils-Aimé or it was because King Machine said whenever the NX comes out, the Wii U's still going to get supported. We don't know how it's going to get supported, but honestly, I think they might support it for another year. The games that I'm not sure they're going to get the games that's going to be on the NX. Maybe they got some other games they got planned for the Wii U. I think they might support it for at least until holiday 2017. Then they might shut it down. They have to because we are still in the and it will be kind of messed up to the consumers about the system they want, as such myself, to them just completely just abandon the console and instead of at least giving them 5 years to at least give them something to play, even though it's not much. But that's just my little opinion. What about you, Alex?
Do I think they're gonna support the Wii U once the NX is out? No,
Yeah,
no, I
for at
don't.
least another year.
For a whole year? No, I don't think so. I think the Zelda will be the last game the Wii U sees. I think you might get a couple like third-party Lego games here and there, but as far as Nintendo goes, I think it's 3DS and NX only going forward. I think they're gonna drop the Wii U like a bad habit because at this point they're just trying to distance themselves from it. Like you gotta look at this like even from small things like the 3DS. Even the 3DS gets like themes, like backgrounds. Like you don't even get that on the Wii U. Like they don't want to put any effort into this console at this point because it just seems like it is on its way out. So what's the point? That's how I feel, anyways. I don't think they're gonna support it. Even with their own track record with the Wii, like the last year of the Wii was like dry as hell. It was like a Kirby game, and then Zelda closed off the console. And that's
Because
probably
they
what's gonna
might
happen this time.
that's why
Hmm?
they better pay him up this Wii U. So I don't know. I think they should at least give the Wii U consumers at least a few more. Uh, Came out 2012, and they just stopped. They just stopped making games in what the end of 2016 or early 2017.
Yeah,
Just,
you'll get some smaller stuff, but I'm talking about like from Nintendo themselves. I don't think there's anything gonna be coming out. Like Zelda will be the last thing. Like there's still like Super Metal Dave here is talking about Bloodstained, which is 2017 for Wii U. Yeah, that's true. That's coming out. But that's a smaller title. If we're talking about Nintendo, I think they're gonna drop it. I don't think they're gonna waste their time at this point. I think they're gonna focus on the NX and make sure that one's a success.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Okay, more questions. I think we do. Hope I miss nobody. Let me make sure. I just found it. Oh, this coming from Blue Master Mage. Huh, interesting name. You guys think they will show some love to some their lesser used IPs like Kid Icarus from the NX? We didn't see much Kid Icarus. You know, what do y'all?
Kid Icarus is on the 3DS. I don't. Did it sell well? I don't know.
Or are they going to ever make a console Kid Icarus?
Hopefully, because people have been asking for it. Like a up-res version of Kid Icarus Uprising onto the Wii U would have been perfect because it would have fixed the control issues. All they really had to do was like make it HD. I think that would have worked really well.
Oh, okay. Renee Croft, Crap Gamer. This dude right here just won't give up. He wants us to talk about Crap Gamer so bad, man.
I can't watch that guy anymore. Like he cries too much.
Yeah, he does, man. It seems like every video, he always got some kind of blue and green verses. Like, come on, man, this dude right here. Jesus Christ. Well, you got your wish, Renee. We actually talked about it for a few seconds. Let's go get back to something else. Any more questions? Somebody mentioned about the there's another. Damn. I guess we're getting a lot of comments. It was another comment. I lost it, but hopefully I'll find it. Okay, I guess as I'm still scrolling down for these comments, what about you, Retro Bro? What you think about the Wii U situation and getting, with them getting treated like second-class citizens, and the 3DS get all the cool games, and did Wii U owners get left with Amiibo Festival shit and Kirby Rainbow Curse? What do you think?
Is he even here?
You good, Retro Bro?
I don't think so.
He didn't mute himself. I guess he's not here.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else want to touch upon this before we I really ain't got nothing else to say. We talked about the end of this podcast a little early. We can talk about Fanboys sucks. We can talk about Fanboys.
You want to talk about Fanboys?
Oh man. Oh, I don't know so with these guys, man. They just won't leave me alone.
Oh, we can talk about like My Nintendo and Miitomo and stuff that all launched today. Did you guys get a chance to try it out?
I don't even have a Wii U. Oh, that's a cell phone.
You don't need a Wii U for Miitomo.
No, I didn't get it.
I've been using Miitomo all day. That shit is addicting. It's fun.
Alex, what's your Miitomo name?
It's just you follow me on Twitter, right? If you look up your Twitter contacts, you'll find it. But it should just be under ActivesiN.
Oh,
right. I didn't download. So what you said it's fun? What is it?
Have you ever played that Tomodachi Life game?
No.
Have you ever seen it? Like what it looks like and stuff?
I think I did.
Well, anyways, like the gist of it is you use your Mii character, and he's kind of like obviously the Mii version of you, and he lives in your phone, and you tell him, he asks you questions about yourself, and then you go and find other people who have Miitomo who have and you become friends with them, and they kind of talk to each other, and you earn points by completing little missions in the game, and then you can buy different clothes for your character, and there's little mini games. It's little cool little side thing on your phone to do, but it's just it's very Nintendo, the way it's toned, the theme, everything, even the little sounds that it makes. It has a very nice little Nintendo feel to it. It's just really upbeat and happy. It's it's just really addicting. I don't know how they do it. I didn't think I was gonna like Miitomo at all, but I'm actually digging it quite a bit. The only thing I've noticed that I don't like is it seems to drain a lot of battery power, because I went from 100% battery down to 40% within half the day, which is way worse than what I normally get. So I don't know what that's about. But other than that, I think Miitomo's actually quite cool. And you can post pictures of your Miitomo, your Mii guy in different scenarios after you make friends and whatever. It's just nice little cool thing. I think it's a nice entry into cell phones for them. I'm very interested now to see what they're gonna do next. I want to see what their actual first real game is, if they are going to do a game, or if it's just going to be more little apps like this. But I think they obviously hit it out of the park, because within the first day, it's already the #1 app on iOS. Like, it's in first place right now for downloaded apps. It's crazy. So,
of course, it's Nintendo.
Yeah, so obviously, like, people are taken to it. And pretty exciting stuff, because it's a whole new era for them, cell phones, so we'll see what they do. Just hopefully this doesn't detract from them making console stuff.
You know how Nintendo is, man. You never know. They like a box of chocolates. You don't know what the fuck we're gonna give Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that sounds pretty cool. That looks like something that's for casuals. Now,
It's more geared towards casual people, but there is fun to be had.
Maybe I'll try it out.
It's free anyways. It's not like it's gonna cost you anything.
Well, I guess maybe. Chat. Anybody in the chat got any more questions? Because I'm really just making shit up as we go, because I really have nothing else to talk about. Anybody?
We can talk about how it's hilarious that Pokken Tournament has outsold Street Fighter V in Japan.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. That's another question. Do you think consoles are a failure if Zelda is not launched within the year of the console? The Wii U is the first console without Zelda game from the launch year.
I don't know if that would really make it a failure. I think it's a whole bunch of things, but having a Zelda within the first year would be nice, even if it's not a new one. They technically did, because you did get Wind Waker HD. But if you're talking about a new Zelda,
that was remastered though.
yeah.
You know, like, just look at Twilight Princess, for example. Like, you know, whenever it launched, of course, it was on the GameCube during its final legs, but it got ported over to the Wii, in which, you know, it was a launch title, and it sold really well. So, yeah, it would make sense if Nintendo would go that same route. And, you know, from the Wii U, put it on the NX, so it can catch a lot of those sales. And don't do a Skyward Sword deal, because it kind of messed up on their sales, because around that time, the Wii got really irrelevant, and a lot of people, you know, went back to playing their PS3s and Xbox 360 because there really wasn't much to play on the Wii at that time. You know, it was like the last couple
like
of years.
Skyward Sword would have been great as a launch title for Wii U alongside coming out on the Wii.
Yeah. That is true. And this come from NY Yanks. I guess he must be a New York Yankees fan. Fuck the Yankees. It's all about the Texas Rangers, man. Fuck the New York Yankees. Oh yeah, baseball season. Oh hell yeah, it's about to approach next week. Can't wait. He said, what do we think about Quantum Break? Any thoughts?
I'm actually really excited for Quantum Break. It comes out this Tuesday.
I'm actually looking forward to this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it does look fun.
I might actually buy this in the time frame it comes out.
Yep, I already got mine pre-ordered, so I'll get it on day one. I'm interested to see how it ties into the TV show and stuff. That's like really cool to me how they're doing that.
I had pre-order, but whenever I found out that they put it on Windows 10, I canceled my pre-order.
Oh no! You'd have to be a massive man-child to do something like that.
Yeah, we got a lot of them man-children in this community, man. How the you fucking canceled your pre-order because PC gamers get to play it? Come on, that is so damn.
That is so petty.
That's fuckboy status right there.
That is.
That's what it is. Hey man, I'm being laughing because I said Rangers, man. The Rangers are better than the Yankees. I don't care how many championships y'all got. He's talking smack in the chat.
I see it.
Yeah,
he's talking that trash.
We was close a few years ago getting a series, but Nelson Cruz missed the damn game-winning catch, and we lost the fucking World Series. I'm still fucking hunted about that. I'm fucking pissed. But anyway, this ain't no sports talk. But okay, what else do we have? I don't really see anything else. Oh, but you mentioned about Pokken Tournament. I'm selling Street Fighter V. That's fucking ridiculous.
That's hilarious.
Well, you gotta remember, look at the install base, 13 million versus 40 million.
Yeah, and there should be no way it can outsell a PlayStation game like that, exclusive game like that.
Yeah. But if you look at the PlayStation exclusives, the only game, I think it's only one game that cracked the top 10 of the most sold PS4 games was The Nathan Drake collect? No, The Last of Us, I think.
Last of Us, yeah.
And that's it. Like the rest of them are, AAA, third party. So that tells you that a lot of them don't even bother on exclusives, man. And yes, that's pretty sad on a 40 million install base. A lot of these pony channels hyping up Street Fighter, laughing at the Xbox because a lot of them crying, about not having Street Fighter, but they
But
didn't even fucking buy
didn't
it.
you hear from Clip Clop Gamer? You should be happy with what Capcom gives you. You shouldn't expect nothing.
Somebody on hip hop game.
Nah, man, that's Clip Clop Gamer now.
I don't know what's wrong with that guy. That dude right there is a corporate.
That dude is a corporate slave.
Well,
Jesus
when you get all your games free, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to talk bad about a game when you get them free.
Yeah, when you don't pay for them. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you got the content.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think about it? About poker tournament outselling fucking Street Fighter? And
I think it's really funny. It's like, I think it's hilarious because obviously the PS4 has a massive install base compared to the Wii U, and like this is an exclusive fighting game for them, and it's Street Fighter. Everybody knows Street Fighter, and we're talking about Pokken Tournament, a brand new franchise, and it's selling better than Street Fighter. It's hilarious. I know like Street Fighter 5 is a shitty game because like they didn't finish the game or whatever, but like still like nobody knew it was unfinished till it had come out. You would think that more people would have bought the supposed premier fighting franchise, but no. I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty damn. That is pretty damn funny. Pretty damn funny. I don't understand 40 million. Where the sales at? It's like all the AAA titles that, of course, Xbox One and PS4. Sure, it's like,
Holy
of course they sell more games than Xbox One, but look at the difference on the install base. It's like they outselling. It's not even a wide margin. It's just barely outselling on these AAA games.
right.
And you wonder where's the other 10 to 20 million people at? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, are they just buying the PS4 because it's the hot thing these days? Like, they just buying it just to buy because everybody else is buying it? Like, where is the actual game?
For higher resolution Netflix.
Probably so. Netflix. Yeah, but I don't know, man. At least Xbox One owners and Wii U owners actually buy their. That's just where I'm coming from. What do you think, Damon Nick, about this situation?
I don't think it's all that surprising. I mean, first of all, it has the Pokemon name on it. You could make a game where you follow around Pikachu, pick up a shit and $1 million at this point.
Yeah.
And it's basically, it has, guess what? This thing called content. So you can buy, make. I'm talking now. As you play, you get in-game money and stuff like that, which you can buy stuff, and you don't have to wait for 3 months for the shop to open up. So you have the privileges and that. Everything is there right away. It's got an actual story mode. I mean, it's not a super special story mode, but it's it's there. You can tell they put at least some sort of effort into a story mode in this game, minimal as it may be. But it's basic. It's still oh yeah, 2 or 3 fights, and that's the end of that. That's the end of that. And it's just it's pretty good. It's actually got more. It's more depth to it than I thought they would. I mean, they even put hell, they even put elements from Street Fighter 4 in there. They even have focus attacks basically in that game.
Yep, and they have the little helpers that come out, whatever the fuck they're called. I always forget.
Yeah, you got the little assist characters. You can unlock all this kind of stuff just by playing the game, and you unlock it right away without having to wait for a shop to open, like I said. So it's not.
And shockingly, the online worked on day one, and he didn't have to make excuses for them like Clip Clop, and they don't have to praise them when they get their online.
I haven't tried the online yet, but from what I heard, it actually works pretty good.
It's very smooth.
Said, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Really good. I battle online all the time.
That's still better than Smash Bros. Online.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it shits on Smash Brothers Online.
You would think that would be kind of the other way around, since Smash Brothers are a well-known, popular franchise everybody loves. You would think
I don't get. I don't get how that's possible. I mean, the online for Mario Kart's pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently, online for this game's pretty good. How do they not get it right with Smash Brothers, the one game out of all this that should have the best online?
They're both
Yeah.
made by Namco.
I don't even know what to say. It's Namco now. It's not Bandai Namco, or I don't
Whatever. I don't know what the hell you call them anymore. They changed their name too much.
know. What about you, Zen Gamer? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think?
As someone who was conned into getting Street Fighter V, how do you think about this?
Since you are a hypocrite, what about you?
I wouldn't necessarily call him a hypocrite. He was
I know,
conned.
I'm
Like, he
just
was
going by
tricked
what
into
you
buying this
said,
game.
man.
Oh no, he's referencing an idiot. So when he said that. But anyway, yeah, when it comes to that game, I mean, it's obvious that it outsold it. I mean, that's what complete games do, right? They sell well. As opposed
Well,
to
that's not
incomplete
true,
games.
because Star Wars Battlefront sold well.
Well, primarily, I can't even say because of Star Wars.
You know, I have a Star Wars name on it. What do you expect?
Yeah, it does. But then Street Fighter had the Street Fighter name on it, so obviously it isn't the same everywhere. There are exceptions to the rule, but yeah, I am happy that this happened in a sense because maybe it's gonna knock some sense into Capcom, maybe. To see
Possibly.
people turning their backs on Street Fighter. I mean, they can do whatever they want. I'm getting an echo from something. They can
I mean,
throw the wool over everyone's eyes when it comes to all the other franchises. They can abandon Mega Man as much as they want. They can lie and cheat and steal and other forms of scumbaggery. But when it comes to their core franchise, their flagship franchise, which I'd like to say is Street Fighter, getting crapped on like this, people abandoning it, getting it, trading it back, or whatever they did. Those of us who didn't get it digitally, then yeah, that's good. It might force a change, but then who knows? They're Capcom. Based on people like me who trusted to get this digital from the get-go, from Jump Street, we thought Sony's involvement would have been changing up. That Sony would not dare allow this Street Fighter the way it is right now to blemish their system and tarnish their name, given that it is exclusive and they paid to have it developed. You would think that they would take more interest in the outcome, whatever the outcome turned out to be, but they didn't.
Well, to be fair,
So-
Sony also told you the PS4 is going to be the strongest console, and now you have to buy a new one, so can't really trust them.
That is also true. That is also true. But it's weird that it turned out this way, and I don't really care why it turned out this way. I'm kind of glad it did in a sense because now we shall see what Capcom's reaction is. There's nothing much more to be said. It's a piece of crap. At launch, it's
It's
going
a
to
shitty rushed game that they brought out early so they can make it to their own stupid little tournament instead of giving consumers what they had expected. That's all it is.
yeah, pretty much.
Capcom.
It's going to improve as time goes on, but for early adopters like myself, permanent early adopters, that's not nearly good enough, especially when we pay the $60 up front.
Right.
Quick shout out and a really cheap plug to the best fighting game this generation, the new king of fighters, Killer Instinct. Yeah, they did it right. So, they didn't have 60 up front. They had multiple tiers and multiple levels of buy-in. You buy what you want to buy, you own what you want to own, and it will improve as time goes on.
Yeah.
And
The
it
best thing
truly
about KI
happens.
and Pokken Tournament is a 6-month-old baby can't beat it.
Yeah.
Unlike Street Fighter
This is
5.
also true.
Hell.
This is also true. So it is what it is. It's a failure among fighting games this generation. Even counting Smash. You know what I think about Smash, but I'll count it under this umbrella just for this one point.
Smash, you can
it
never
is-
argue with Smash's content.
You can never argue with the content.
He got done with himself with this. He did really
Street
good.
Fighter is honestly the worst this generation. Absolute worst. It goes beyond the content. It goes beyond the day 1, 2, 3 online. It goes beyond the store and the nonsense with the Zenny and the season pass. It goes beyond all of that, honestly, because even though the game does look pretty, um, characters have hit collision detection issues, like their hair clips in and out of their bodies.
That's sad.
Really jarring, disturbing shit that really shouldn't be happening. It's a fighting game, and secondary to how well the game plays from a fighting game mechanic standpoint, the next thing that's supposed to take top priority are the models, the actual character models.
Right,
And you
because
didn't
there's not a
even do
lot
that.
going on in a fighting game.
Exactly. You didn't even do that right. So I'm beginning to wonder, like, what did you do? So, I mean, it is what it is. It will improve over time, but for early adopters, this was not what we wanted. But the positive is, this might the way Street Fighter is being trashed on by every critic out there who has a soul. None of that. Oh, it's a 9. No, how the hell could this be a 9?
How?
Or
In
an 8.
what world is that game a 9?
Exactly. The way it's getting trashed on by actual consumers, people who bought it, they're trading it in. They wanted to get rid of it. They want nothing to do with it. The way many videos are being negative on YouTube and other forms of social media, there's nothing positive going with this game right now. That is awesome. And of course, the sales, which is the most important thing. That is awesome because that might send a red flag signal to Capcom. And I can't wait to see if they get the decision. Probably not because they're Capcom, but we'll see.
Oh, okay. What about you, Dirty? What do you think about this situation with Capcom basically crapping on everybody again, and the Street Fighter 5 getting outsold by Pokken tournament in which the install base is not even close, between the Wii U and the PS4.
You know what? I was kind of surprised, but then again, I wasn't when I heard the news, and then I kind of laughed. And I was a day one guy for the Street Fighter also, and yeah, that was terrible. I mean, I don't know if Sony didn't, pay the whole, fee or whatever, gave them money or what, but this was terrible by Capcom. I mean, for a fighting game, what I'm saying, that been around, for like 30 years, or close to 30 years, and for you to bring out something like that with damn near no content at all, it's ridiculous. And it was like nobody was saying anything about it. It was just like, well, I'm gonna give you a point. I don't care. I want a full game. If I'm giving you $60, then I want a full game. But then again, I gotta pay for my character. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta grind if I don't want to buy the DLC. So that's
Right.
basically what I'm doing is grind. For certain characters to play with.
Is the grinding fair? Like the amount they're charging and how long it takes versus paying for it? Like, can you get these characters without spending like a month to get
No,
them?
No, it's not fair by any means.
by any means, it is not. Let me give you a little insight here. A ranked match win gives you 50 fight money, right? Just 50. A loss will give you like maybe 10 to 25. It depends on how badly you lost and how good you looked while losing.
Okay.
Let me see. If you do the story mode, the little 3-4 fight story mode, quote unquote story, that grants you maybe 2 to 3,000 per character, and there are 16 characters there. Well, 17 if you count Alex as a preview character. If you do survival, that is 10,000 per successful survival attempt on 4 difficulties, 2 of which you're ever going to be able to do because the other 2 are ridiculous. The difficulty spikes are nonsense to the point where the AI pretty much becomes omnipotent. They just know what you're going to do before you do it, and they can react perfectly. It's irritating. It's frustrating. So you're only going to ever do easy and normal because hard cannot be done. Easy is 10 fights, normal is 30 fights, hard is 50 fights, and extreme I think it's called now. It was hell at launch, but they changed it into extreme because hell was too hardcore. It is
Somebody got
100
their
fights.
panties in a bunch when they saw hell.
Yeah, I guess so. You're not doing those unless you're like, you're Taigo Umahara or one of these freaks out there who are too damn good at this game.
Remember,
So,
they
yeah,
said this game is somehow for casuals and super hardcore esport guys. It's for nobody in
So,
between.
Yep. Now that the shop is open, it's 100K per character, and there are 6 of them through the end of 2016. So that's 600,000 characters. Fight money, my bad. And the costumes for each character, 16 right now, and by the end, of course, it'll be 22 characters with the additional 6. That's 40,000 fight money per character. That's a lot of freaking money, and there is no way, I don't care what anyone says, that you're paying for all of this if you're anything less than an absolute beat at Street Fighter. You're not doing it. Which means that they're going to have you grinding, do the slow grind. They're going to slowly back you into a corner until eventually you break down and you give them that extra $30 above the premium 60 to get these extra 6 characters that they claimed was free.
Right.
Oh no, I'll stop before I do that.
So, no, it is not fair.
Yeah, Capcom, they've been doing a lot of stupid shit this generation. Of course, the majority of the shit that we got from Capcom was a bunch of fucking remasters. And like I said, I don't really have an issue with remasters, but you're not giving us enough enough good games or enough games, period. Then it's an issue. And basically, your most recognized franchise of them all, Street Fighter is the most well known of Capcom. When you think about Capcom, you think about Street Fighter.
Right.
You think about Ryu. And for them to release a game like that completely broken and no online and no story mode, it had it had a story mode, no arcade mode. That was ridiculous. And that was a slap in the face to not only the consumers that bought it, but the longtime Street Fighter fans and such myself. That was fucking stupid. And this is probably why I don't know, maybe Capcom is broke. The reason why they're doing a lot of stupid shit, man. Maybe they're broke. That's probably why they keep re-releasing a lot of these games. I don't know how many Resident Evil games they're gonna keep releasing. They just re-released Resident Evil 6.
6
They
came out
did
today,
Resident Evil 0, the original Resident Evil. They're gonna do 4 and 5. All these damn re-releases, and let's don't forget the Devil May Cry, the definitive edition, and I think they did Devil May Cry 4 as well too.
Yeah, they did 4 as well.
So we still getting all these damn remasters.
But they
and
won't remaster fucking Mega Man. They just gave us a Mega Man collection.
But one of the remasters that I did like, and a lot of people they probably don't know about it, is Strider.
Yeah, that was a good game. Yeah.
If you are a fan of those Sega Genesis Strider, they remastered it, and I loved it. I think I think the game was like $15, whatever. I think it took me about 8-9 hours to complete it, but it was worth my money. That's the game that Capcom actually did right. That's the only credit I can give to Capcom was Strider. I love the game. I really can't say anything else about their other games this generation. Maybe Resident Evil 2, Revelations 2. I liked it. I know some people don't really like it, but that's the only thing I can say about it. But as far as them as a whole, this generation, it's just been a disaster, man. They're giving us shit that we didn't ask for. We've been wanting especially a lot of Nintendo fans. They've been wanting a new Mega Man game for the longest. Been wanting a new Resident Evil for the longest. How you pronounce that game? Animusha.
Yeah.
Animusha. A lot of people. I've been wanting another Dino Crisis for the longest. I don't know what happened to that franchise, but they going the Nintendo route. They basically giving us the shit that how I feel about Crapcom, basically. Did I get to? Okay, I got to you. Oh no, I did get you old early. What about you, Retro Bro?
Me, I'm glad Pokken was a lot better than what it was supposed to be. I was clowning it a lot when I first saw it originally, and I didn't think it was good. And I'll admit I was wrong, and I'm glad I was wrong. They made it to where casuals can enjoy the game a bit, but the combat is so technical that if you're really serious about fighting games, you'll enjoy it. And I'm one of those people that like to be really competitive. Smash, I could say I only really play when I'm with my friends, but Pokken is the type of fighting game where I'll play by myself, practice, be doing ranked matches all day long. And that's definitely what we needed. We already knew it was going to sell pretty well because it had the Pokemon name and its brand, but they outdid themselves with the content. Like, I don't know if people know, but if you bought the game, like, when it first came out, you got the Shadow Mewtwo card, and when you got that card, it allowed you to play with Shadow Mewtwo from the start of the game. But if you didn't buy it fast enough to get that special amiibo for the Shadow Mewtwo card, you can still get Shadow Mewtwo by beating the main storyline
Yeah.
anyway.
You still get him regardless. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was definitely worthwhile. Like, if anyone that has a Wii U, you should definitely get that game. I think it's the best game I've played on the Wii U so far, even though I've only had mine for like 2 weeks.
All right, is that all you got on that?
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is I guess that's basically it. We might got a couple more questions. I did say in the chat, last call for questions, then we closing out. And there was a question. It was just right here. Oh, what do we think about the Ninja Turtle game from Platinum? What do
Oh
y'all
man,
guys
I
think?
want that game so bad.
I think it's gonna be.
I
Yeah.
need that game to be done right. Because the other game they had before was supposed to be multiplayer and it had like a lot of issues. Like, I wish that this one would have been multiplayer. And from what I heard, I think it's not multiplayer.
No, it is. It has online multiplayer, but not local.
Oh, okay, got you. But yeah, I'm hoping they do this game good because we need a good Turtles game. We haven't had a good one since Turtles in Time. For
Yep, Turtles in Time was the last good one, but this is made by Platinum, man, so I'm not
Yeah,
worried.
we know how they operate, so I think we're gonna have a blast. If we can play up to 4 people,
Yep,
man,
we can play 4 people online with this one.
yeah, I would love to play online. You know, I'm already hyped, so yeah, that basically sums up how we feel about it. Any more questions out there in the chat? Let's see. I guess that's it. I guess okay, hold on. Does Final Fantasy 15 release date confirms NX version of the game?
No, it could
I don't
still come out
necessarily.
on the NX, because, like, remember when the Wii U came out, it had a bunch of, like, year-old games.
Yeah.
So I don't see that being a problem.
No, it's gonna eventually get ported over. You know, So I think the NX owners is gonna get Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
They're gonna basically get all the third party support.
at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, at least for the first year, and after that, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see after that, yeah.
Honestly, that game might sell really well too, because now that Cloud has been in Smash Bros, a lot of people have been willing to play Final Fantasy and stuff on their channel, so they'll eat it up now that they've had a taste of Cloud, even though he's not going to be in the game.
Yeah. Hey, Alex, you got you a troll in the chat. You got you a troll.
No, whatever. He's welcome to listen in too, I don't care.
Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna get this guy time today. I'm not even sure. Oh shit! No, I'm not even gonna say what he said. He's just trolling. But anyway, guys, I guess that's all. It's a trip, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Thank y'all for asking some questions about whatever and everything. We had a good podcast. We're really much to talk about tonight, but we did dig deep into this PS4.5 situation and ongoing Nintendo NX rumors. We still getting at least 3 rumors per a day.
So many goddamn rumors.
Yeah, we're gonna get some more tomorrow. Oh shit, April Fool's tomorrow. It's April Fool's Day tomorrow. So
Yep.
expect like another 1,000 rumors. That's basically
There's
what
gonna
I'm
be a shit ton tomorrow.
Hell yeah. And that was what else we talk about? Oh, we talked about the Capcom situation, Pokemon tournament, and yeah, it's sad that Pokemon tournament outsold an established franchise on a really big install base. That doesn't make sense at all. But that's basically all I have to say. And like I say, all y'all people that's in the chat, really appreciate y'all for joining. Well, I would say my channel, and I had a hiccup, so we had to move to Alex's channel, and whenever this video uploads on his channel, it will be on my channel. So, and I really appreciate y'all that jumped from my channel to this chat. Really do appreciate y'all. So if you're not sub to Alex, sub to his channel. So I'm gonna have everybody's link channel in the link of the description below. Sub to everybody. Everybody makes really good content. And I guess we about to go to our outros. And let's go ahead and start with you, Alex.
Alright. What's going on, people? ActivesiN here. This was another episode of Real Gamers Real Talk.
On
And,
your channel.
on my channel, because Real Gamer can't get it going. He keeps it real, but his internet and his computer aren't real. They're fabrications of his mind. So we moved it over here. And yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. We were kind of like as sparse as Sony's lineup as far as topics go is what we had to deal with. But we made it work. I thought we had some fun. And we'll be back next week. Talk about them damn fanboys.
Fanboys. See, I knew you were going to say something about something. You really hate those ponies, don't you? Can't wait for the next pony buses, man. I can't wait. What about you, Nick? Gonna do your outro, man.
All right, this is Nick from Gamer Nick Entertainment. No, I said that wrong. But anyway, thanks for having me here, and I'll see you guys next week when Pokken finally outsells Street Fighter V worldwide.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit. Appreciate you. Let's go with you, Mr. ZenGamer.
Okay. Hey people, this has been another Real Talk with Real Gamer on ActivesiN's channel. Check us out next week. Check out Logic Gaming. Gonna have a lot of Killer Instinct videos for you guys this month. April, I'm officially dubbing it as KI month because that game is way too under the radar for how good it is. So you guys can look forward to that.
I need to check that out. I got that game for free on Xbox Go. I still ain't checked it out yet. I have to check it out. But yeah, appreciate you for joining me. Let's go and go to your Old Dirty.
What's up, people? This is Pro Dirty. I want to thank ActivesiN and Real Gamer for letting me on their podcast and Nintendo NX exclusive Parasite Eve.
All right. Appreciate you for joining me. And last but not least, is gonna go to Mr. Retro Bro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Thanks for having me tonight. And all I gotta say is, Pokken is life. For those of you that do have it, put in Ron Retro Bro, add me, code tag is gamer, and come get wrecked online.
All right. Appreciate all of y'all for joining. I will say my podcast. It was my podcast at first, then we have to switch over to ActivesiN. Well, I call you ActivesiN. I call you Alex. Alex's channel. Yeah, next week it's gonna be back on my channel, and like I said a while ago, whenever this video upload on this channel, come back to my channel. Just help your brother out. Give me a like, leave a comment, subscribe to everybody that's in this podcast. And Sunday we have a reboot podcast, right? ZenGamer, right? Are we still?
No,
not this Sunday because it's WrestleMania.
This Sunday is gonna be WrestleMania, and that means me and Alex are both out.
Oh,
so that doesn't mean that any other Reboot member can't do it, because you guys can go right ahead. Just decide on a host and go for it. And maybe one of us will jump in towards the end if we can. But right now, no, we don't have any plans for it because WrestleMania. So.
Yeah, you guys can definitely do it without us. Like, you can get Nia and Megan, whatever. But, like, yeah, I won't be there for sure. And I guess Zen won't be there either. Yeah.
Well, I'll keep y'all update on what's going to happen on Sunday. Maybe we do it, maybe we don't. We won't do it. So if we don't do it this Sunday, we're going to most definitely do it next week. Next Sunday, we're not sure exactly on whose channel. We will let y'all know throughout the week next week. So just keep in touch and follow all of us on Google Plus or Twitter, because we keep y'all updated on what the hell we're doing with our channel. So like I say, subscribe to everybody's YouTube channel, and like I say, the channels will be in the link of the description below. And after that, our podcast is over. Appreciate it. Peace out.
Peace.
All right, see ya. Sony sucks.